Hello everybody, I'm Hawaiian Hillbilly. Welcome to another live stream. You guys know the routine. I've got to set up my laptop so I can monitor chat. Whoops. Ken, hi. I am just typing out a message. How's your day been? Oh, you've been without internet? My day's been good. It's been a long one, but it's been a good day. Oh yeah, that's a bummer. Thank you for sending me those pictures. Did you see it posted? Okay, yeah, good. I'm glad you can see it. Oh. I don't even know what I'm going to do on here today. There really isn't anything to do. Well, this will be ready soon. Yeah, you do have at least one. I'll post your other ones later on at different times. We'll just sleep for a day. Somebody else subscribed to the channel within the last couple hours, I guess. And she is also a colorist because I went and looked at her channel. Oh, you're an amazing artist. Well, I'll just be honest. It's just you and me in here right now, but I was thinking when I looked at your pictures that, you know, I was just kind of amazed that a person with your talent and your abilities would have any interest in my channel. So I'm really grateful I don't even really know what we're doing today. I need to sleep for one more day, and I don't like having to do that, but we're going to have to, because I need this field ready. Well, I was thinking earlier, you know, most of the stuff I've learned how to do, construction work and all that kind of stuff, is by watching other people do it, and then I do it. But there's a little more to it than just watching somebody blend colors together and make it look nice. Got to practice, so that's what I haven't done yet. All right, we got to sleep for one more day. I got to try to figure out I got to be able to figure out some way to bring some balance to the live streams. I kind of think I have it figured out a little bit, but well, I agree with that statement about bad art. I agree. Because I like my thing I got going on now. I mean, I think it looks pretty good, actually. But I want to learn how to do, well, I have balance as in content, I think is good. I need to learn like blending and stuff like that. You got that down. Well, hello from Chile. Fernanda, I looked at your channel. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for being here right now. Okay, we're not coloring tonight. We're playing Farming Simulator. But we do coloring too. Okay. What time is it in Chile? (1:13 a.m.) Okay, so you're an hour ahead of my time. It is just after midnight where I live. That's on the east coast of the U.S. I got the wrong thing. I gotta go change it out for the other one. Fernanda, do you have any pictures of your coloring work? Fernanda, are you there? Ken, are you still there? Okay. The number on the, where it's telling me how many people were watching kept changing, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Okay. Well, we're going to do this field. It's a pretty big field. We're going to finish it. I'm glad you like coming. Now to get started here, I kind of got to watch what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoy it. I got to cut in this headland row myself, and then I'll be able to let the helper work. I like kind of odd-shaped fields, so I always make them hard on myself. Yes, I looked at your channel. Do you have any pictures of pages that you've colored? Not you. I have yours already, Ken. I'm talking to Fernanda. No, I was asking her if she had any pictures so I could post hers with yours. I like the idea of being able to post other people's stuff. Show them off. When I just saw that first part of your message there, Ken, that says, no, I don't, I thought that was the other girl telling me, no, I don't. It popped up on the screen, and that message did. It popped up on the screen, but then it disappeared too quickly. I couldn't tell who said it. I thought it was the other girl. Well, you already sent me pictures. Well, I don't know if she's still with us or not. Maybe not. I find it very relaxing myself. Do you have any pictures of pages that you have colored? Would you email me a couple of pictures? The channel email address is in the channel description. Would you email me a couple of pictures so I can feature one on the community page, the post page? You may have seen one of Kin's pictures there. All right, now we can just let that helper run. Ken, can I email you? Okay, thank you. I didn't want to without asking your permission first. Fernanda, can you send me some pictures? A couple of pictures that you've colored. I wish this chat, like other chats, would tell me when people leave. Because I never know if I'm trying to talk to somebody who's not even here. It would be very nice. Oh, I forgot to bring our truck over. Oh, I see some mist right there. I'm surprised Mason hasn't been here. I think that other girl might have been new to YouTube, so she may not have been understood what I was talking about as far as posting a picture. That's possible too. I just never got an answer. She said yes, she did have some pictures, but then she never did answer me whether she would email me a couple. And she might just do it without really responding, so I don't know. I just want people to feel included. Well, hopefully she'll keep coming back to the streams. She's the one who had subscribed here within the last few hours anyway. So hopefully she'll keep coming back, and then maybe she'll be comfortable. Yeah, I looked at her channel. She does have a channel. I looked at it. And she's got 5 or 6 videos on there that's coloring. I didn't watch any of the videos, but I know they were all about coloring. So I knew she was a colorist. So when she came in here, I thought it was kind of cool. Here I am doing a farming game, and the only people that are in my chat are colorist. I thought that was kind of funny. I got to figure out a good time when I can do the coloring live streams, when you can participate and other people from that are colorists can participate. Because when I live streamed the other day, Mason came in the chat, and the first thing he asked me was, "Are you going to stream Farming Simulator later?" And I was like, well, I don't know, maybe. And I had just done that 6-hour live stream the night before, and he never did show up. He told me he fell asleep and he was sleeping. No worries. Oh, okay. All right, what do you think, Ken? Should we replant sunflowers or should we plant soybeans? Okay, so we'll replant sunflowers. Let's see. Oh, that's perfect. Sunflowers. Sunflowers, well, they'll make us money, but they're not what I use for a cash crop, because we'll put them in our oil mill. They'll produce sunflower oil and sell that oil for us. So we will make money off of them. Yeah, it's all background revenue, and it is nice to have that. And then I use soybeans as a cash crop. Now there's a better way to do this than the way this map has it set up. On other maps, it's different. I'm not going to go into all the explanation. Yeah, I planted soybeans in the other field yesterday. That's right. Or in the last live stream. See, I use these. Let me find it. See the sunflowers right there? So we're about halfway full. That's our oil mill. It's about half full on sunflowers. So once it's full, then I can sell sunflowers at one of the other sell points and get cash for it. But I want to keep the factory full also. And then canola. I have canola growing. We won't get to that this live stream, but so that's the objective with those two crops, the sunflowers, is to fill that up and then we can sell. Now on this map, we already own the oil mill. We started out owning the oil mill. On other maps that I've played on, you have to buy the oil mill. So what you can do, which is really cool, is before you buy it, you can fill it. Like I could plant every field I own right now with sunflowers so that I could harvest enough to completely fill the oil mill with the sunflower. So it's completely full, then buy it. Because I get all that sunflower back again to make oil out of. So you can make a lot more money on other maps. This one was kind of messed up because I already owned all that stuff, which didn't make sense to me, but yeah. The first time you, like when you buy one of those productions like the oil mill or the grain mill, if you fill it first and then buy it, you also bought all the grain that's inside of it, which they just paid you for. And then you turn it into something else. If it's grain, at the grain mill, you turn it into flour, and then you sell that flour. So you can make 4 or 5 times the money off of your crop if you do it the right way the first time. After that, it doesn't matter. Once you own the factory, you don't get paid to put stuff in it. You just get paid for the byproduct that's made out of it. But the first time, you can actually get paid for your crop twice. And I know you've just been dying to find that out. Yeah, I learned that watching somebody else's YouTube video. They figured out you could do that. And we can just leave the truck sit there. Oh, I think I need to get the chicken some food. Poor chickens. I tried to feed them the other day off that small field, and it was, I guess I had the wrong kind of crop growing. So now I'm going to have to use my truck when we're done and go get them some food, chicken food. I'd say this field right here is about the same size as the field that we did the other night. Now Monty was wanting to take a ride around on a dirt bike, but I don't know if we'll be doing that tonight. Well, I was going to do that at the beginning before we got into this. So that little tour might have to wait. There's really nothing to see anyway. Other than the only thing that there is really of interest to see, unless you just want to go like tour around the town, we could do that, which is really small. But we've already been to all the map. As far as the part that I'm playing on, the forestry side, there's nothing over there. See, this particular game right here is just to tide us over until the new game is released in November. And it just isn't even going to matter no more. Yes, this is Farming Simulator 22. It was released, and then the new version, the newest one, Farming Simulator 25, is coming out November 12th. And I'm going to get it, and we're going to start playing that on here. So this is just kind of just something to play until we get the new game. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So we'll be starting completely over, starting fresh. I have to build a completely new farm. And I won't be playing on this map. I'm glad you're hanging out with me. Oh, I think they've added a lot of stuff. They've added crop types and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to really be able to see what all new kind of stuff they have. Well, I made live streams of this game for a long time with nobody coming in the chat room. But it takes a while. Well, see, for a long time, I know that my videos didn't get recommended or anything like that. You have to get to a certain point before YouTube will actually start pushing your channel a little bit. So for quite a while, I was making live streams with only maybe one other person watching. Every once in a while, somebody would come into the chat rooms. You never knew what? Which part? No, they don't. The more activity your channel has, the more activity they help bring to it. Yeah, I know. I look at your channel. There's nothing there. No, YouTube doesn't promote your channel. I guess they want to see if you're going to be, a person's going to be consistent about uploading videos and stuff like that. And once you get enough subscribers, then they'll start putting your videos in people's recommended reels. And they'll start recommending, like I even find my own videos in, like, I'll be watching a video and it'll suggest other videos that are like it, and I will see my own videos in that suggested reel. Yeah, so if you're wanting to build a channel, then you got to have some activity. It takes a while. So it's just been within the recent few weeks that YouTube's actually been like recommending my channel. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool when I see my own video in my suggestion reel. And you know what I do when I do? I watch it. Yes, exactly. Whoops, the wrong button. Although it's not really hard work. Yeah, I already gave myself a thumbs up on this video or on this live stream, and I can only do it once. So if this one pops up, well, actually the live streams don't pop up, just the regular videos. But yeah, they've recommended one of my coloring videos a bunch of times to me. Mason, hi. I was hoping you'd make it tonight. No, it won't let you. It shows I've already gave it a thumbs up. But really, Ken, it is people like you and Mason and Monty that show me that what I'm doing is right. Or I'm doing things the right way. Because you're what makes the channel grow, not me. How's your day, Mason? Well, it's nice to have to know that YouTube is recommending my videos and stuff. But I'm here for this, just to chat with people. I think it's fun. I like it. This is the game itself for me is just in the background. I would say probably 30 years ago, I was in a way doing exactly the same thing I'm doing now, because I had an audio video chat room on Pal Talk. That was back in the days in the 90s, in the early 90s, when there was MSN Communities. And then I discovered Pal Talk. Yeah. And Pal Talk was a video audio chat room. It wasn't like this. I couldn't have like a game in the background or that kind of thing. But I could run a webcam and I could be on the mic, and I would do exactly the same thing I'm doing now. People would be typing text in a chat room, and I would be talking to them. And one thing that I discovered was that, because I have insomnia, and I've been through depression, and I've been through all this stuff, that, you know, people with depression, a lot of times, they're up all night, but they don't have nobody. So I like providing a place where people can come and just feel welcome, feel included, feel like they are a part of. And I have realized that YouTube does provide a pretty good platform for being able to do the same thing. Yeah, I've had that issue for many years. But that's why I'm doing the midnight streaming. And I wish I could do it every night. And that's the truth, I do. I wish I could do it every night, but I can't. Because I have things I have to do during the day too. I can't leave the truck this time, I gotta move it. I forgot. I just want people to be able to come here and feel like they belong here, and they're welcome and all that, you know. So what did you think about our football game there the other day, Ken? Even though you got there kind of late. Okay, that's not very enthusiastic. Well, yes, it's American football. It's not soccer. Football. I did stress that point, that it's American football, not European football. Because we don't call European football football. We call it soccer. I've watched some rugby on TV. Yeah, that actually looks like a pretty violent game. Okay, so your rugby is football? I thought soccer was European football. Yeah, they do. I've seen it. Oh, okay. See, I did not know that. Wow, I learned something today. British football. Okay. I knew that soccer was considered football someplace. It's British, okay, not European. Because Australia is British, yes. Or was. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't real sure though. Mason, you still here? The number on my screen, it tells me how many people are watching, keeps changing. So I'm just trying to figure out why it keeps changing. Because it'll drop down and say only one person is watching. Well, that would only be me, because I have my laptop watching. Okay, I was just checking. Like I said, I thought you probably were, because you let me know before you leave. But like I said, the number keeps changing. Yeah, it keeps dropping down to 1, and that would suggest that I'm here by myself. Because my laptop counts as 1. Got to get away from that thing that's laying there in the ground. It's in the way. Hopefully we can stay out of this creek. Actually, I guess it's more of a canal or a ditch. I've had a pretty good day. It's been a long day. I didn't get much rest. I had a pretty busy day. It's been long, but a good day. And because I start this stream at midnight, I waited for 3 hours to start this stream because I had been wanting to live stream since 9 o'clock. And we have been live streaming for a little over an hour now, guys. It's just past 1 in the morning where I live. Yeah, it was a long time to wait. I almost got on there and did a coloring live stream. So I was going to tell you guys, Monty's not here. Hopefully I was going to tell you all at the same time. If you see me streaming before midnight, my time, you know it's not Farming Simulator. Yes, it's 110. That's right. But yeah, if I'm streaming before midnight, it's not going to be Farming Simulator because I wait till midnight to start that. So on Tuesdays, it will be American football, and later on we'll switch to some different sport. So Tuesdays will be sport night, and then if I'm on there streaming, it's going to be coloring. But I'm also going to do some coloring on the midnight stream occasionally, because the fact is there are colorists coming to the chat room, to the live stream, so I want to provide that content also. But primarily it's going to be, primarily the midnight stream will be Farming Simulator, but occasionally we'll do a coloring. Thank you. And I appreciate that, Ken. I really do. Now we got to reposition this guy here. Let's see how this works. Whoa. Wait. I think we might have got it. Got it lined up right. Now hopefully it'll go all the way down to the other end of that field. I'm hoping. All right, good. I was hoping it would recognize that there was more in front of it. Now we can let it run. Well, I bought that bigger harvester the other night. Maybe I should have tried to use it. But I would have had a hard time getting it over here. Well, tonight is probably going to be about another 5-hour live stream, because it'll probably take about 5 hours to turn this field, maybe more. Oh, I'm guessing it will take, yeah, another 5 hours. Because we got to finish harvesting, and then we have to cultivate it, and then plant it. So we're going to cover this field 2 more times after this one. And we've already been streaming for over an hour. And it didn't take 20 minutes from the time I started the live stream until the time I started harvesting this field. So it just seems to me like we're going to be another at least 4 hours. But I think more than that. Because remember, when we did this the other night, I had the cultivator, yes, real time, almost. But if you remember the other night, I had the cultivator and the seeder both working in that field at the same time. Now we may do that again tonight, and that will cut some of that time down, but if I don't do that, then we're probably looking at another 5 hours. So it'll be a long live stream. Yep, 1 hour and 20 minutes. You could figure however long it takes to harvest this field with this harvester, that's how long it's going to take to plant the new seed, because it has the same working width and it works at the same speed. So it will take, so that's going to double the time. If this takes 2 hours, then it's automatically going to be a 4-hour job, but then we still have to cultivate it. The cultivator is a little bit faster because it's a little bit wider. But it's not I mean, it's faster, but... So yeah, it depends on whether I have more than one worker working at the same time in the same field. That determines how long it actually takes. I could go ahead and fertilize and get the cultivator going and start the planter now. I could have everybody working at the same time in this field. It's big enough, but I don't like doing that. Now hopefully that's going to catch that down on the far end down there, so then we get our rows straightened back out again. Oh, I think I may have to drive down to the far end. It might go down there by itself. Well, it did exactly what I was hoping it would do. Well, go ahead and do the fertilizing, at least part of it. This will save a little bit of time. I could start the cultivator too, but I'm not going to. Because I like to do headland rows around, and I can't do that yet. Good night, Mason. Thank you for coming. We'll see you next time. Well, this is all we can fertilize. We've got to wait for that harvester. Yeah, now we got to let this guy finish. Now I'm just going to have to kind of like bounce back and forth between, let me see, where's the other one? Let's bring this guy over. Now we're going to have everything operating at the same time. Oh, that's why I'm doing it. It will shorten the time a lot. It's just I got to keep up with where everybody's at. See, that guy's ready to go. I got to make sure those guys over there don't catch up with this guy over here. But it does look pretty cool when you can look across there and you can see other tractors moving around. Got everybody at work at the same time. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so I don't need to worry about that guy. Actually, I got to keep an eye on, well, I keep going the wrong way, that guy, because he might catch up with the cultivator, because he's running faster 10 miles an hour. So he's working at 10 miles an hour, and this one's working at 8 miles an hour. But this one has a wider working width, so I don't know. I got to keep an eye on it. I've never used this combination before. And that's what makes it tricky when you start, you get all these helpers going at the same time. Because we got one just sitting over there, the fertilizer guy, he's just sitting there doing nothing, getting paid. Oh no, I fired him. Well, yeah, I've used that seeder or that planter many times, but I haven't used them in a combination like this, both of them working at the same time. So I just have to make sure that the blue tractor doesn't catch up with this one. Yeah, I fired him. You've seen me fire hundreds of employees already. Because every time they get to an end of a row and turn around, well, you don't have a choice. They don't give you a choice. Remember all the times when the helper would not start in the right spot and I would have to reposition it? The only way I can do that is to fire the helper that's in there and rehire a new one. So if they would just do their job like they're supposed to, they wouldn't get fired. So yeah, I go through hundreds of them. It is crazy. Because you only have, there's like maybe 8 helpers, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, something like that. You have like maybe 8 helpers, and it just rotates through them. But I rotate through them a bunch because they don't do what they're supposed to. So every time I have to reposition one of them, I have to fire the helper. It looks like these two might run pretty good together. I can't tell if this guy's catching up with the cultivator right there or not. I got to keep an eye on it. Let's go check on the harvester. See, there's Monty's bike. Well, I hope they make the helper more efficient so that they start in the right spot. A lot of times they will turn around and look at the crop they're supposed to work in and say, oh, I'm done. And it's like, no, how can you say that? You're looking at your work right in front of you. So yeah, I hope that's been addressed in FS25. Now, as soon as this harvester gets us a wide enough space right here between where we've already fertilized, then we'll run another pass with that fertilizer spreader because he's got to stay out in front of those guys. So I got to make sure those guys don't catch up with him. Yes, most definitely. I hope they do, or they have. There's other little things too. I'll show you something here. Well, I might show you. Now, I should be able to. I'll show you another thing I hope they fix in FS25. But I got to wait until it's time to empty this harvester. Now these two right here, they can collide with each other. Watch, he's going to pull right out in front of him. And now they're both going to sit here. Oh, good. Whew. That was so close. What happened? What do you see on your screen? Yeah, me too. Now that's really weird because on my screen on my laptop, I see the main menu for this game. I don't see the game playing. That's really weird. I don't know why that's like that. But as long as you're seeing what you're supposed to be seeing, okay. Because mine is not working on my laptop. It's just, it's got the main menu screen, and it probably has had that the entire time, and I didn't realize it. I'm watching the live stream with you guys on my laptop, and tonight I'm not. It's just got the main menu screen from where I start at. That's really weird. But as long as it's streaming, I thought maybe it disconnected. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot. But that's just this side. We still got that whole side over there too. That's all part of the same field. I keep going the wrong direction. I think I can make another pass with the fertilizer spreader now. Okay. Yeah, this will save a lot of time doing all this all at once. So it'll probably take about another hour and a half, maybe an hour and a half. But if I did everything one stage at a time, it would probably take another 5 hours. Now see, I just had to fire another helper because I needed to take control of the tractor, so. It looks like these two are going to be able to work good together. The cultivator's actually getting farther ahead, so that's a good thing. I don't have to worry about the blue one catching up with this one. See, I think it would take that blue tractor from start to finish probably an hour and a half to do this whole field. So from the time I started it, probably about an hour and a half to finish. It might take a little longer though. I don't know. I haven't ever used that tractor on this field before. Now I see one little spot here. See, I had to fire another helper because he didn't get all of it. So I have to do it myself, which means helper gets fired. Bam, right there. All he had to do is get that one little bit. Yeah, every time. You didn't realize that before? Sometimes I think that's why the helpers don't do that good of a job for me, because I fired them so many times. No, I know you never played the game before, but I didn't realize that you weren't aware that every time I took control of the tractor, that I was actually firing a helper in order to do it. Well, one good thing about it, I'm not firing them by choice. It's just the only way I can take control of the tractor is to fire a helper. So if they do what I need them to do, they would not get fired. But part of it is because I make it hard for them, because I make weird shaped fields, and they don't know how to work weird shaped fields. Because these guys really only work in squares. Parallel and perpendicular lines. They don't work curved edges. They don't know what to do. So I do make it hard for them. And if they'd redesigned the game to where the helper could follow the edge of the field and just keep going in circles until he was done, then it would not be an issue. It can be fun, especially if they keep messing up. I don't mind firing them. Let's see. Oh, our harvest. See, I forgot to pay attention to this guy. Now he's just sitting over here, and everybody else is catching up with him, and we can't have them catch up with him. That's the problem you run into when you start doing too many things at one time. You get sidetracked. So we need the truck. So that is one of the main things you got to keep. You got to keep an eye on everybody, because if you have one helper stop and he's at the front of the line, and look, he didn't even see, he's going to get fired. I'm going to empty it, and then I'm going to fire him, because I got to come back here and get this spot that he missed. Yeah, see, that's why they get fired. If they do their job, but watch this. Let me get turned around where we can see the camera. Now you see the grain coming out of that pipe? Watch what this guy does. Watch what the grain does when he gets done. I'm going to pull back a little bit just so it's not so loud. Until that thing, well, I don't know when it's going to be empty. Watch. No, I want you to just watch. I'm going to show you something that I hope they fix. Watch. See him pour that grain on the top of that truck? Did you see when the grain tank emptied, and then as it started to roll forward, it dumped more grain right on the top of the truck, not inside the thing? So I hope they fix that, because that's just a matter of making the trigger a little bit smaller, tightening it up. Oh shoot. Man, you are fired. It's just really not my fault he got fired. Or she. It could have been a female character. But it's their own fault. That was close. See, all they had to do is harvest this spot right here. Just one little tiny spot. But no, he decided not to. Now we'll hire a new helper. Well, let's go see where these guys are at. All right, now see, I'm going to have to go help that. The cultivator driver's going to get fired. It's just sad I have to keep firing these people. See, he skipped it. He skipped it. Why did he skip it? So this guy has to get fired. Oh my goodness. Sorry buddy, you're fired. Well, I'm not really sorry. If you'd have done your job, you wouldn't have got fired. I think they make pretty good money. Because I just have to turn around and hire another helper. I don't really know how much they get paid, but you can see the dollars ticking off at the top up there. Yes, that's right. The only thing I can get fuel for free, and I get the seed and fertilizer and that kind of stuff for free. But yeah, you have to pay your helper. And like when I'm running the fertilizer spreader, I have to pay the helper actually pays for fertilizer. So that's coming out of my money too. But that way it won't run out. I could change a setting and I would not have to do, I have it set to where the buyer will buy the fertilizer, but he's buying it out of my money. But otherwise, if I didn't do it, set it up that way, he would run out of fertilizer. I'd have to go refill the thing probably a couple of times. And I don't want to take the time to have to do that. Well, let's see. See? Fire a helper. Got here just in time to fire him. But and I'd say when he gets back up here again, he'll do the same thing. So another one will probably get fired when they get back up here. What is this guy doing? And why is he doing it? You're fired. See, he was going to leave this spot blank too. I've noticed there's a couple of places on this map, and there was actually a place on one of the other maps I played on where they did that same thing. Now it's interesting that it starts correctly, or it has been, on this end, but not the other end. And I think it has to do with the angle. Because it gauges where it needs to start at by the pivot point. And on the other end, the pivot point is on the far side. And I think that's why it starts in the wrong spot. Yeah, it's related to the angle and the pivot point, how it's recognizing where the pivot point is. But because the angle runs the opposite direction, it doesn't line up correctly. And we'll see, I think we'll see that down here on the other end. It's using the left-hand side of the header as the pivot point. That's how it recognizes where it's supposed to start the next row at. But the angle, it needs to use this side when it gets up here, and it's not. It's using that side, and it causes it to start in the wrong place. It's all mathematical, but it's in the programming. It shouldn't have any problem turning around and just knowing where the edge of that crop is, but it's not been doing it. It may do it on this one. No, look. Now what's it doing? See, it's going to start way back here somewhere. It's using the wrong point as its gauge. Because you can see it. It's not as easy to detect on these odd-shaped fields, but on some of the fields, you can tell exactly where it's going to start at. So because the angle is on the far side, it don't know what to do. And like I said, I mean, it's my fault because I put in these weird shaped fields and they don't know how to deal with them, but some stuff, they'll drive right over the top of it, and then, let's see, okay, we got time. Gotta just keep an eye on these guys too. And we got to make sure we keep enough fertilizer down in front of them. All right, now see, this guy's going to get fired. But it can't be helped because he didn't know how to navigate around that thing that's sitting there in the ground. So he should have been able to figure that out on his own, but he couldn't, so. Oh, so he's trying to teach me a lesson, is he? Come down here and quit. Let's see. Yeah, he quit. He said, I'm done. And he quit. They do that a lot too. They'll say, task is complete when the task is not complete. I don't know if it's because I fire him so many times that he retaliates. I decided to do this just a little bit differently. Well, now this cultivator usually does a pretty good job at starting in the right spot. Oh, come on. You can't go a different way. This has to run into me. See, this is actually going to save a lot of time. Look how much of the field we've finished with already, and that guy, the harvester, is still working. He still doesn't even have this field harvested yet. And we've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes. And this guy's still not done. So like, if I decide I want to do an 8-hour live stream, I can just pretty much just do this field right here. Just do everything individually. That'll be about how long it takes. Well, it'll take 6 hours. We may have to find a couple of little more things to do. See? Gonna start in the wrong spot. You get fired. It actually would, especially if you're doing it real time. Could you hang for 8 hours? Well, I wouldn't have a choice. Now, so he's going to back down here and tell me he's fired? No, he's going to go ahead and do what he's supposed to. Now, see, we got to come back over here and catch all this over on this side here. I forgot about this part. This guy's getting fired right here because I want him to sit right here for a minute. Okay, now. This guy's getting fired. So I don't want him to do anything else for a minute. This is where it starts getting tricky when you got too many things going on at one time. Because there's part of it, I've got to go back and have them catch that field because of the shape. They didn't catch all of it. but I'm going to get this guy finished first. And I'll finish the fertilizer too, and then we'll go fix the other two guys. Because they got to go get part of the field they haven't done. And we'll catch this part so we don't have to come back. Oh, easy. Wow. Both of these two, I still have to do this section over here. Now I'm actually plowing up or cultivating up some of what's already been planted. So I'll have to catch that right there and fix it. Same thing on the other end. So I'll try to avoid as much as possible. Now I've got to replant this spot right here too. And actually it looks like something, I don't know what that is right there. We'll have to check that out. But I just plowed that part up right there and that was already planted. So I got to replant it. Now see, he got right to where he should have just started working and then said, oh, I'm done. Now we want to come up here and finish this little spot. I'm surprised they don't ask for a raise. All right, now we'll go get this guy restarted over here where he was at, and then we'll bring the planter over there and let it take care of that section. Let's see what this is right here. I don't know why that spot looks like that. Well, welcome back, Mason. That's really weird. We have been multitasking in this field. You can see? Okay, good. Looks pretty cool, have everybody working. All right, one more task completed. We just about emptied our fertilizer tank, but we get it for free Now, I'm not going to take those sunflowers over to the oil mill until we're done. What? We're just going to park this guy over here. Well, let's check on these guys. Did he finish? Yeah, he got it. Good. Now we'll get him back over here where he left off at. Okay. Now that has saved us a lot of time by having everybody working together. What is that over there? Maybe it's... Something was looking funny. The color of the field, but it might have just been because it was in the distance. No. This has not been done. Oh, wow, I saw that from all the way over across on the other side of the field. Wow. Well, this was not his fault, though. It's the shape of the field. And I totally forgot about it, so I wasn't over here paying attention. So I'll send him a Christmas card, you know. Fired him for no reason. I need to take these trees out. I didn't notice this before. Now just think, if we didn't multitask like we're doing, we'd still be waiting for the cultivator to get finished so we could get this guy started. Now we'd still have all that to do. right, now we just got one more process to finish. He's got a ways to go though, don't he? But he'll still be here for a while. But it's a good thing we already got him started. Now that will go to the oil mill, but we'll wait until he's finished because I have to keep an eye on it. He might need help. And we'll see how much closer that gets us to filling the oil mill with sunflower seeds. But I gotta take a quick break, guys. So I'm gonna let you ride along with him for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Now I can't tell you that running multitasking like we did tonight in this field is not as relaxing for me because I have to stay on top of everybody so much. That's why a lot of times I don't do it. Well, the end is in sight. Are y'all still with me in chat? Okay. Like I said, the screen is not showing the live stream on my laptop. It's just showing the main menu, which is weird. So it's a little bit confusing. I figured you were, but I'm always used to watching the game also on the laptop with a 6-second lag, and that's not happening tonight. So it's a little bit confusing because when I look at my laptop to see if anything's been said in chat, it looks like it's froze because it's on the main menu screen. But then there has been nothing show up on the TV screen that suggests to me that the PlayStation is not broadcasting, so it's just a little confusing. And I'm really surprised we did not see Monty tonight. Whoa, where are you going? Huh. He just quit and let it roll right down into the river. He must have been upset with me. He just drowned my tractor. So I'm going to email you later, Ken. It should come in your inbox, but it might go to spam, but I doubt it. It should recognize the address because you emailed me already. I thought I might have to help him on that one. Just from the position of where he turned around at. Sometimes you can tell what they're going to do. Maybe not precisely, but you'll know whether they're going to do what they're supposed to do or not. Just by where they turn around at. Let's see if this one bails out and lets the tractor just run down in the river. Yeah. That's funny. They're not happy with me. No, see, this guy's going to start in the wrong spot. Or if he doesn't, it'll surprise me. Nope. See? It's going to start in the wrong spot. So I just fired his buddy, so he'll go down there and bail out and let my tractor roll down in the river. I either fire him before he does that, or I just let him do it. Yeah, I need to take these trees out over here. They are in the way. What are you doing? Go. It's too heavy. Or something. I don't know what's going on. Wow. That thing would not pull up out of there. It just kept on sinking. He might get this one. Nope. Well, he's on the home stretch now. And hello and welcome to those who are watching and not in chat. Thank you for choosing to check it out. Well, all right, one last pass. All right, now we're going to take the sunflowers over to the oil mill and see how much it fills it up. And that won't take too long. The oil mill's in town. Unlike the grain mill that's over, it's a pretty good ride over to the grain mill. The oil mill is right up here in town. Oops, easy, easy, slow down. All right, let's see how much that got us. Ooh, that almost filled us completely full. That's awesome. So the next harvest, we'll be able to fill this up and sell some. Awesome. Okay, I gotta remember to feed the chickens next time. So let's save it. All right, guys. That's all we're gonna do for today. I will email you a little bit later on today, not real soon, but today. I appreciate you so much, you don't even know. So that's going to end this one. I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, God bless you.